Welcome back to Viewer Confessions. I asked my audience to confess to me and they decided to do it again. I kind of wish they wouldn't. What I wish they would do instead is subscribe to the James Marriott live channel. I'm thinking of also just making regular old YouTube videos here. Let me know in the comments if you'd want to see that. I want it to be nice and fucking holy in here. I think about gay sex often. And that is the confession. Why the kisses? I'm 12 kiss. Why is being 12 a confession? Okay, I guess if I confess my age, it would be a crazy fucking thing. No fucking way. Guys, we've done it. We've found the one and only James Marriott viewer that has had sex. I appreciate you, James Marriott viewer that has had sex. Please don't abandon me. 1 in 1,000 of the James Marriott viewers will have sexual intercourse and then they will stop watching me. I'm trying to hold on to them. I have a fat crush on Chris MD as a lesbian. Real as hell. I cry to romanticize this at Patterns. Honestly, if you cry at one of my gigs, that's kind of the point. I want people to cry at my music. I go on stream to make people uncomfortable. I make YouTube videos to make people laugh, and I make music for you to cry. It could be happy tears. It could be cathartic happy tears. It could be sad tears. I low-key enjoy men whimpering. Is whimpering against TOS. I'm not seeing anything. All right, one in chat for some cheeky whimpers. What is a whimper? I don't know if I want to watch this. No. Please don't tell me you heard that. I'm not going to start whimpering on stream, guys. That's too overtly sexual. The woofing and stuff is not, so I'm allowed to do that. I accidentally shit on my church camp's boys' bathroom floor and got kicked out. Of the boys' bathroom or the church camp. Either way, good. You don't want to be in either of those two things. I don't think you've fallen off. Why is this a fucking confession? I haven't fallen off. I'm in my peak. I used to have a crush on my cousin. In fairness, were they Leng? Because if they were Leng, I'm joke. I'm just joking. Oh, that made me sound like I was nervous. That was just a mistake. I'm joke. That was a joking. I let my girlfriend peg me while we were... What do you mean peg you? Isn't it like peg you as something? Like peg you as a villain? Search it. Getting pegged. It's weird. There's like, it won't let me see it. Oh, it's... Okay, I'll go on Pornhub. Getting pegged by the Easter Bunny. No, you know what? I'm okay. Don't look that up, please. My therapist thinks you're hot. What? Because I'm a fucking emotionally mature stud muffin. Why wouldn't I be to a therapist? I'm trans and nobody knows. I like the fact that you've put this here because it might be somewhat cathartic for you. And you're probably watching this stream because you did this quite early, so you're probably like a good old viewer. I didn't even have to ask. Look at the flags. You are with the right group of people. We have a very strong trans audience here. I would let Hannibal eat me without any doubt. I love Mads Mikkelsen, my favorite DILF. That's horrible. Realistically, if no matter how hot someone was, if they tried to eat you, I take it back. I probably would let someone eat me. I eat my friend's hair while they're asleep. How do you have friends? How as a person do you still have people that would class you as friends? I fell in love with a guy that turned out to be a distant cousin. Again though, were they Leng? Because I got a girl in hospital because I pushed her off of a wall after she refused to listen to your music. Right, do I condone this? No, I don't condone this. Don't harm people. Someone said about a creator that they think has become an arsehole. I'm not gonna air them out because I don't want to. I don't think it's very nice for me to put that out there. What I would say is like, I know them. You know who they are, maybe, if you've sent that in and you said that you think they've become an arsehole over the years. This is someone I'm very close with. They're not. They're a lovely person. If I hang out with someone, if you see me making videos with someone to this day or hanging out in their stories or whatever, and I'm there and I'm with them, they're a good person. I don't hang out with... I'm over it. 100% over it. If I'm still hanging out with someone, they're good. And that isn't to say that the people I don't hang out with are... I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, if you are ever wondering, like, oh, I'm not sure about this person, and you see me hang out with them, that is my vouch for them. Genuinely. Like, I'm not in the business of hanging around people that I dislike anymore. Sometimes I wish I had mega balls that acted like pillows. How are you going to, like, fucking... Oh my god, I almost showed my feet. I've had the fattest crush on Ed Sheeran for the past 5 years. What is this? Because this is not the first time the whole Ed Sheeran thing's been brought up in my chat. Be real with me. What is it about Ed Sheeran? Because I know everyone in chat's gonna be like, what? What do you mean, Ed Sheeran? All right, we're putting it to a poll. Is Ed Sheeran Leng? Right now, it's a pretty overwhelming fucking no. Fairly sure quite early in my relationship ended up having sex with an old James Marriott commentary video in the background. Honestly, I can't think of anything less hot than commentary video me in the background of your sexual intercourse. When I was younger, I locked myself in a closet, James Marriott viewer, and watched hundreds of videos about kissing and how to do it. Wow. I definitely didn't do that. I definitely didn't look up videos on how to kiss and practice with my thumb. Did anyone else do that? I used to practice with my hand. And now I get like the most compliments from kissing, so it fucking worked. But like realistically, if you practice on your hand, you feel what feels nice. Shit's real as hell. Oh, I hate ones with a full stop. Like the I read fanfics about you full stop. That's like a terrifying omen for me as a streamer. They do exist. I've been told they do exist. But like, that's weird shit, man. Don't be doing that. Fanfictions that aren't creepy, go for it. But like the creepy ones, nah, man. I'm only attracted to people way older than me. I genuinely do not find anyone my age attractive anymore. I'm gonna be real. As confessions go, you would much rather this than the other way around. Oh no, I'm attracted to people older than me. Honestly, kind of okay. Nothing wrong with that. That will always be accepted, from your end at least. The other way around, fucking odd. Over the course of 4 years, I stole approximately £7,500 from my dad's wallet. Why is your dad storing cash in his wallet? Who uses cash in a wallet anymore? I'm a drug dealer and my mum doesn't know. It's the only way to get money for food. This is the kind of unfortunate reality behind a lot of crime, is that a lot of people, it kind of becomes like a last resort. I hope you're doing okay, King. And like, don't get latched into that lifestyle, you know? Get out as soon as you can. I have a crush on this guy 20 years older than me, and we're good friends, but my delusional ass thinks it will go somewhere eventually. You're on the first step to just not doing that. I think what you should ask yourself is, if I was their age, would it be okay for me to like someone 20 years younger than me? The answer is usually no. So that's a reason not to engage in it. Because like, so what? You have a thing with that person? What kind of person does that make them? I have never listened to Slowdown. I used to be homophobic. I'm a gay trans guy now. I mean, the song doesn't work in that sense, but congratulations. I mean, that's a lot of what being closeted is. Your homophobia manifests externally, despite it being internalized. You'll find a lot of times where people go through this. I used to hate Tommy Innit. Now I can't stop watching his and the Sorry Boys videos. None of my friends know. They all think I'm a Tommy Innit hater, just like them. See, I'm not like other guys. See, I found Tommy Innit annoying at first, but over time, when me and my sister were little, back when we bathed together, I was like 5 and she was 3, we would suck each other's toes. That's mad. That's one of those things where you grow up and you're like, huh, that was fucking odd that we did that, huh? I'm gonna tell you one of the most deeply intimate things about me, something I kept as a secret until my adult life, and like, I've only been very open about this over the last 2 years. It's nuts. So I went on a sleepover with a couple of my friends when I was a kid. Am I about to say this? I was really young. I was like 10. We just took turns dry humping each other. Mental. I hadn't even come close to hitting puberty yet. But it's like, this is the thing. I remember that happening, and in the moment just thinking like, huh, we're kids. As I was growing up, I was like, huh. Like that was actually my first, like probably my first ever experience. I didn't talk about that until like 2 years ago during therapy. I was like, maybe I'll talk about that. So your first experience was gay? Yeah. Oh wait, no, I did have a girlfriend at the time. I was a cheater at 10. I didn't know what fucking cheating was, dude. I learned what sex was through the E-boys. No, we weren't your sexual education. How would you have learned it through us? What did we do? Like, we never filmed us having sex. Sorry, I put the emphasis on that sentence wrong. We never filmed us having sex. We never filmed having sex. We never had sex. I was watching Tommy Innit during school, and the teacher caught me, and now I'm in trouble and have to explain to my mom. No, mom, you see, sometimes YouTube unsubscribes people, and I just needed to check and make sure. I find you hot. Get help. You're not allowed to find me hot over the internet. I only feel comfortable being found hot when someone's gotten to know me. And I don't mean that in the sense of get to know me first. I'm genuinely not asking for that. It's just like, I think as a package, I am hot, right? I back myself as a package. If I am into someone, I think they will find me hot too, because there's that level there, and I'm okay with that. But anything other than that is a bit much for me. Now this I am more comfortable with. You're fugly. Thank you. I've had a dream I did heroin. I can't stop thinking about it. I feel like heroin is probably not as bad as everyone. I'm joking. Please don't do heroin. Don't do heroin. That is a Jimbo certified classic. Don't do heroin, boys. You're better than this. My dad left me at a very young age. That's why I watch your streams to make me feel like I have a father figure. One in chat if you're the same. Frankly, a concerning amount of people. It's not a confession, I guess, but the amount of gender envy I get from you, my man, is scary. I do appreciate this compliment. That being said, bro, like the amount of effort I have to go through to sort out my fucking hair is so annoying. That's the thing I struggle with gender-wise. What hair? Fuck yourself. I once cried for an hour because I couldn't get the air bubbles out of my screen protector. I think I may be autistic. I mean, if you want to seek a diagnosis, you should go for it. This could just be you being overwhelmed. If a lot of things have gone wrong for you that day, we have a phrase, the straw that broke the camel's back. The straw that broke the camel's back. It can be a very small thing that breaks you, you know? James Marriott streams and songs are one of the few things keeping me alive now, but I'm self-aware enough to understand that's unhealthy. This is one of the things that plagues my mind a lot. That, like, I know some of my content is, like, I remember when I did the mental health stream last year, I remember thinking, like, this is great. Like, people are rallying together and, you know, are there for each other or whatever. But I also know that, like, people who view a lot of YouTube content, a lot of Twitch content, listen to a lot of music, like the music I make, often are struggling. And I have a lyric about this in my next single. I find it quite a tough one to process emotionally because I simultaneously want to be there and want my content to be something which helps people in that sense, people who are feeling lonely or low or whatever. I simultaneously almost wish that that wasn't a thing. Like, I would much rather every single person here be doing fine and be well, which is a shame because it's not the case. What I'd say about the concept of happiness is understanding that it is a, you know, it's a roller coaster. It peaks and it troughs, but to make sure that you're hyper aware of the peaks and you are dealing with yourself in the healthiest way possible when you're having a low point. Like, don't let yourself rot. Like, the difference between your mental self and your physical self is so discernible, and you can do things physically to help yourself mentally, even if it's as simple as getting up in the morning and going outside for a little walk. That can be everything. What's a love? I play rugby as an excuse to hurt people. You're like my childhood bully, dude. I got in fights as a rugby player as a kid. I daydream about you, Pookie. All right, this is the death of Pookie. No more Pookie. I'm just imagining someone at school like, that clapped grown man. Why are you daydreaming about me?